Well, it's got to Thursday. I've got a bit further. As I keep saying, there's still a long way to go, but I've been concentrating on the corners and getting that bit of upper level done, and then I've done the back scenes, finished that. They didn't match up, but there you go, done best we can. And then I come round the corner, got that other corner done, the church there. And now I'm just coming down to this side. I'm just putting the plyboard down. I'm going to get this, the outer circuits connected up then. Get that end done. And then when we've got 2 circuits, well, we'll have 4 circuits then. We should see a bit of daylight, as we say. See where we're going. We'll see how we are by Saturday anyway. Quite a few of you have been asking me about those disco lights, which you all know I've got in Tony's nightclub. Well, these are them. You need 2 sets really, well, a pack of 2, but they're sold in 2s anyway. It's about £8 on eBay. I'm going to put a lead on so as you can follow it through, but and it's the same supplier that does these connectors as well. I buy these connectors from them, and these, you've got your negative and your positive. I'm running on a 12 volt here. I've just run 2 wires up from my copper tape down there, so I can just show you this. And all you do is I suppose I'd be better if I screwed them in, wouldn't I? And there you have it. You've got your disco lights. For real effect, as I say, you want set 2 up. With these connectors, of course, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've 12 outlets on there, so you could literally run 12 off. And with LEDs, again, I keep getting asked, how many LEDs can you run off one 12 volt supply? Well, I'm told you can run about 80 or 90. I'm told you can run 80 or 90. I probably run about 40 off of each one. And these are the ones I use. They're a plug-in transformer. And these, of course, you can alter. You can have them on 3 volts, 12 volts, whatever. And that can be your supply for your 12 volt system. The other thing, of course, you keep saying with the lights on. I get these. These are literally the 12 volt, but they've got resistors. Resistors fitted. You can run them without resistors, of course. If you're running that system, you could turn it down to 3 volts, but to keep everything regular now, I used to do it, but now I literally, I either, if they don't come with resistors, I put resistors on, but nearly everything comes with resistors. That's 3 volt, and I keep it that way, so everything's running on 12 volts. It's the same with these LEDs, you know, these strips. I showed you last week, didn't I? I'd have to put my 2 leads onto that, but the smashing of all these LEDs, they burn very little electric and they don't get hot. It's fantastic. I mean, going back a few years ago when everything was, it was grain of rice, grain of wheat, and they used to get red hot. Another one I use here is these police beacons. You've seen them on me in the past. Again, these come with resistors on, so it's straight onto 12 volts. If I wanted, I could put it onto 3 without. But no, I'm going to keep on 12. These signs, these are all on 12. So, you know, it makes the job a lot easier. And as you know, I using that copper tape. I'm going to screw this connector down the side there and put leads on, but it makes the job a lot tidier, as you can see with the copper tape there. I just solder onto that copper tape. That's a bit untidy, I know, but I've just done that as a temporary job just to show you. But as I say, I'll put the lead on. It'll be in the description there. They come from Germany, so they take about 4 days, 5 days. He's very good. I've dealt with that chap for a few years now anyway, and no problems. And I say a set with two, it's about £8. I think it's €9 something or other, but very good. I'll just show you how far I've got. It's Friday tea time now. You can see I'm getting this end. I bought street lamps to put up, etc, you know, but I've been concentrating on these corners. And of course I put some static grass in all around there. The church has gone up in the corner there. And what I'm trying to do, I'm putting a canal through here. Unfortunately my boards are two different heights here, so I'm trying to build that up. And I'm just going to have a canal coming to a stop there, just a few barges on. I've had to rip the other side up where they had the canal before. I'll take you around again. It's still a mess, but not as bad a mess. And I've still got my platform to build, of course. So we're not doing so bad. I'll see how far we get for Saturday afternoon anyway. Just a quick look at Tony's in the dark, but it's not dark, it's light outside, so I'll switch the lights off. My noise RUS sign, I'm afraid I need new batteries on that. Oh well, I'm running these off batteries. I don't know why, I've never actually put them onto a transformer. Then I forget to switch them off. Consequently I keep getting flat batteries. But anyway, that other sign, that strip one, I got that from Express Models, that's in UK. The Toys R Us, it came from America. And again, you have to go on the web page and look for LED, model railway, model signs, minute model neon signs. And as you see, I can get most things lit up now. The factory, well, I dimmed that down. I've got that outer track fully open now, so I'm going to run a train around and then we'll call it a do for today. Yeah, I've taken the noise for us sign down. It works and then it don't work, so I'll have to have a look at that, strip it down from the strip club. Right, just have this loco running and I'll say we'll call it a day then. Now, Class 47 from Baton. That's my first diesel loco I ever bought about 10-11 years ago. It rated to be coal wired. Not many DCC out then. It's still going strong. Don't mind all the bits that's hanging about, I know a lot to do. I'll take the camera down the other end. I shall disable comments for this video. If you have any questions you can ask me through Facebook, but as you can imagine I have a lot of subscribers, I know, and I'm grateful to that, but when you get that many comments I know it's a pain for people to have to put comments on and all. It's easy. I watch a lot of videos and I don't put comments on, but if you're doing a comment to every video you could spend all day and night just doing comments, can't you? I know some people thrive on it, but I like to do it when I've something useful, but there's nothing new here really. New layout, but it's not done yet. But I'll open it up again next week. But I hope you understand. Don't think I'm being a miserable beggar. I fill that in with plaster of Paris, that canal, to bring it up to the level. But it's all still wet, so I can't do anything with it yet. But it's giving me a bit of an idea now what I'm going to do down here. I still have a bit of industrial. So there's that platform to do down that end. I've got that TMD shed to build again, and I'll put that up if there's room for it. And as you can see, there's lots to do around here. But it's just nice to have a full circuit now running. One other thing I was going to mention after that fiasco with the trees last week, I had a few suggestions, but using UU glue, which you know is very stringy, but it works. Just do it on your tree itself, and then dip it in your foliage. Then just pull the stringy bits out. You see, I've done a few there. So I has to be using UU, and thank you for the suggestion. I thought it to be too stringy, but no, it's okay. I've done some of these others. I just use hairspray on this and just dip them in the. It's just the grass, some spring grasses that. Just dip them in. It just fills it up on that wall there. Nice. Again, I'll say I'm going to wrap it up.